HTTV, in association with Absolute Warehouse Services, speaking to David Wagner after today's defeat at Leicester. David, give us your thoughts immediately after that. Disappointing, obviously. In a way, it felt like quite an avoidable defeat for us.
Absolutely avoidable. I think there were something in this game today. Performance-wise, effort, attitude, again, everything was there. We tried till the final whistle. There were some very good individuals performance again, which we've seen. Chris Löwe, Phil Billing, Aaron, the centre backs have played very well. Even Lolo, we played a very good game without what you need as a striker. And now we have to speak about our problems and the problems. And this is obviously today we've made so many individual mistakes in the offense when we haven't used our clear cut chances. And defensively, all 3 goals which we conceded were individual mistakes which we shouldn't done. We conceded 2 counter-attacks against Leicester City away. This makes absolutely no sense. The first one, a poor touch, we conceded the counter. The third one, a mispass in an area where everybody knows there, can't you do a mispass? Then they play in behind Jamie Vardy. So you've seen this goal, I don't know, 100 times, and we've done it. And before the second one, we made a foul where we easily can avoid this situation as well. So the goals which we conceded were presents. If you do mistakes like we've done, it's difficult or very unlikely that you will get something out of a Premier League match. But apart from this, I think this was again a good performance, but you have to avoid these mistakes which we've done, and there were too many big ones in this game today.
And as you know, and you just said in another interview, they are the fundamentals of football in the end. You can be as good as you want between the 2 boxes, and we were good today in many ways, but ultimately you can't make mistakes at Premier League level, and you've got to take the chances when they come your way.
Yeah, absolutely, and not that big ones, and not these ones which easily are avoidable, and not these ones which we have spoken about before, and not so many as well. So, and this is what we have done today. In general, I'm still very confident because everybody can see, and I can see it as well, even in every training, that there is not a lot in between us and the other opponents. Last season there were some games where I thought, oh, this looks difficult at the minute. We really are in the game. We really have our opportunities today again. You will not get more clear-cut chances than we had today when you play Leicester away. But we have to take the reality on board, and the reality is that we lost again today, that we made too many big mistakes, especially, as I said, before the goals. The goals were present, and we haven't used our clear-cut chances. But we will continue because we know there is not a lot in between, but we have to make sure, and everybody's aware about that, we can't do so many big mistakes like we've done today.
Gave ourselves such a good start as well. Early goal off the set piece again. We've really shown our improvement from set piece situations, I think, in an attacking sense this year, and a first goal for Zanka as well. So that is one positive out of the set pieces really are working for you at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've done a lot on work on set play, and we are successful at the minute. We look at a threat in set plays. We had another clear-cut chance from Lolo, this free header after a set play. But we had some decent situations in the open play as well. The opportunity from Lolo, this 1-against-1 when it was 1-1 in this moment, which we unfortunately haven't used. So again, we have to do better. Especially, we have to make sure that we don't make so many easy, avoidable mistakes, that the opponent has to invest much more than our opponent today to score a goal, and we have to use our chances. This is a truth, and we will continue, stick together, work on it, because I have clearly the feeling that we will collect our points if we perform like we've done, and if we see and take the positives, but we have to be honest and speak about the negatives as well.
Is it a more frustrating defeat for a head coach, David? Because, as you say, a lot of the performance is getting better, but you can't really do anything on the sidelines if there's individual mistakes happening. And I'm sure, like you said, that we've talked about the counter-attack when you're playing Leicester City. So ultimately, it comes down to the will of men and other things that are perhaps hard for you to influence.
No, at the end, it's very frustrating always when you've seen, okay, there were something in the game for us. And this was today the case. It absolutely was. And if you've seen that the things which we have done wrong were easy to avoid, on the other hand, there are humans and it's football and they make mistakes. This is what we have to accept. Nobody has done it on purpose. And everyone will learn from it. And this is what we will do. And this is why we continue and will work to make it better.
It's important to say the players are feeling it as well. I mean, they're a frustrated bunch right now. They know in a lot of ways they are in the right way, but you can see coming off the pitch there that there's some frustrated bodies in your changing room, which is in a good sense. You know, they're really feeling it at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, and this is important. I think this is this hurts if you know you have done so many good things and you gave an opportunity away a second time in a row now. We had similar situations 1 week ago against Palace, so we had another great away support. Our supporters were there, backed us, but unfortunately we are not able to give them something to celebrate today because of our mistakes. And this is where we have to be honest to ourselves. There were something in the game today. We were able to collect points, but for this we have to do better in terms of the big mistakes before the goals.
David, thanks for joining us.